What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Oh my goodness, we got a raid right off the bat. I haven't even gotten started yet. Thank you very much, Vale. Thank you. I appreciate it very much so. How's everybody doing today? We are just getting started, although we were getting started a little bit late, I gotta be honest. But it was a late work day, so that's just how it goes sometimes. But thank you much. What's up, Mythical? How's it going? Good to see you, Vale. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I do appreciate it. Everybody that came in. We are going to get back into the Callisto Protocol. It's been an interesting game so far. Second stream in, feels like we've opened up a little bit. There's been some stuff, some doings going on. But it's been real interesting. I've been kind of getting into the groove of it a little bit more. And out of curiosity, I just did take a little look at the chapter listing. As far as the chapters are concerned, we're maybe about halfway through the game. Don't know how long each of the chapters are, so that may not be reflective of how far we actually are into the game. But in any case, we're making some steady progress. So let's see what else we can do today. But thank you much. I appreciate you guys, and let's go ahead and get started. How you doing, Mythical? Everything been going good with you? We saw this last time, but it did not make a save after the fact. Stick that shiv right in your face. Lo and behold, it gets the visor out. Alrighty. There we go. We are ready to begin. Last time we left off on this game, we basically had met up with Elias after going through some underground little facility. We had to meet up at the dome. Basically, the ultimate goal is to get to the hangar bay, and it's been rife with problems. There's been a lot of mutants and stuff. Am I enjoying this game so far? So far, yeah. I was a little, I don't want to say put off, but I was wondering how it was going to be right from the get-go. Very cinematic heavy, felt very linear, but it's opened up a little bit more. The one thing I think would be a legitimate complaint is this game does not have a map, and I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff. But, you know, maybe that lends to the replayability of the game, I guess, but yeah, a lot of times I'll come across a path and I'll end up taking, a route, and it ends up being the main path that I'm supposed to go down, and then I reach a point of no return, or I've just walked off so goddamn far that I forget about the path that we missed, like an hour back. And I'm like, wait a second, wasn't there an alternate route or something I could have taken? So I just get the lingering feeling throughout this game that I've been missing stuff, but to be quite honest, it's probably not worth it. I mean, we'll probably find, like, various logs and other things like that that'll increase the lore. But, I guess another complaint of mine, the inventory is so limited in this game. I think you can only carry 6 items at a time. It's insane how much stuff I have to drop. And, I could play the game without health packs and recharge batteries, all that kind of stuff. It's fine, I can get through it, but to be quite honest, sometimes exploring isn't worth it because I have to drop everything if I want to get the stuff that, sells for money and everything. But yeah, the map is definitely something you'd want to. Yeah, it would be nice.
Is he still alive?
I don't know if we'll end up getting one at some point, but it doesn't seem like we are. But we did just get the new suit. We've been in the prison fatigues for a while, and now we have a suit. Health and inventory improve. There you go. That's what I was talking about. Also, hold up. My mic sounds a little weird. Okay, there we go. Sorry. I didn't mean to hit it like that. I meant to mute myself first. How you doing, Vale? Good to see you. Saw you were playing some Okage. as I was setting up. Didn't get a chance to hop in, though. I was like, got back from work, choked something down to eat, and then I immediately hopped on the air because I didn't want to get started any later. Nice classic 6th gen game. Been kind of getting through a few classics myself. Might start up one this tomorrow, actually. We'll see. Another kind of PS2 era game. But haven't made any hard decisions yet. I gotta pick my games carefully now because I don't know how long, when I'm gonna be able to stream and how long I'm gonna be able to stream for, so I'm a little hesitant when some games look like they might take me a while. Anyway, we met up with Elias. We got ousted out the airlock by our, not warden, our security guard friend, played by, I can't think of, I'm totally blanking on his name. I was just saying it all sorts the other day when I was streaming this. I can think of his name in Days Gone. But I can't think of his, like, actor's name. God, why can't I think of it? It's, Witwer, Sam Witwer. Oh, hi. Sorry, hey, I'm thinking about things here. You mind? Oh, actually hit me when I hit him. Oh, shit. I saw the tentacles too late. Stop it. Knock it off. Not enough of your hijinks. This guy didn't even drop anything. What a bastard. Oh, it was great. Yeah, it's a great game. I'd finish it. I mean, the story has its ups and downs. It's not always wonderful, but I enjoyed the gameplay. I like the characters. Sam Witwer's performance, Deke. I loved the world in that game. Actually, I think it's supposed to be kind of like in the Washington area or something like that, but very interesting locale. It feels a lot different from other open world games, in my opinion. So let me see if I have a health injector. I do. Good. But I streamed that back in, I want to say like 2019 or something like that. Had a lot of fun with it. Took a while to beat, but I'd say it was worth it. I'm thinking we're supposed to, I thought I saw like lights up ahead. And then they seemed to disappear. We got attacked by the thing and then they were no longer present. There was, oh, here we go. I can't run either. I don't think I could run through this snow area. But Days Gone was one of those rare games where I liked it so much I actually platinumed it. It takes a lot for me to platinum a game these days, so.
Elias?
Oh, Elias is still alive.
If you can hear me, activate your emergency beacon. Hold on, buddy, I'm coming.
Got us through the shit. We gotta go save him. He gave us the shiv. We have to return the favor. I think that's him down there where the blinking red light is. I recommend it. The story goes all over the place, but it feels like It almost feels like with every like new section that you get into the game, it almost feels like a new season of a TV show or something like that. That might put a few people off, but it feels like there's a good change of pace, and it keeps things interesting, I'd say. Oh no, the helmet's cracked.
Gotta get you to cover. Come on. Yes, you can. It's not that far. It's not that far. Come on. No. Hey, gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. Come on.
No, bro. I'm done. Thank you. It's because of you. Look how.
I was just about to say, at least he got out of the prison.
I'll see you on the other side, buddy.
Damn. Now we have no one to give the shiv back to. Uh-oh. This might not be good.
Told him not to trust you.
How did you find us?
Emergency beacon. You're lucky I'm the one who picked it up.
No, you're too late.
Not for what I need. He knew Black Iron like the back of his hand.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey!
Now I do too.
Hey, wait! Wait!
Where do you think you're going?
I'm a pilot. You need me.
Hangar's that way. Better start walking.
Okay. I don't know why she's so standoffish. She's the one that got us in the situation in the first place. Trying to invade the ship and everything.
I'm so sorry, Elias.
And not only that, when she got caught, she's the one that blew the air... well, she didn't blow the airlock open, but she shot the ship up. Yeah, women, right? Extra crispy. Oh, boy. Well, I guess we'll meet her in the hangar.
Gotta get to that hangar.
Oh, that's what I was just talking about. All right. Thanks, Jacob. Also, I was taking a look at the capture card settings. It seems like, especially doing some comparisons between the first stream I did and the second stream I did, I think I better capture with the HDR on. Or at least the color range for the HDR. When I did it, like, just straight up capture, it kind of looked a little washed out, and I wasn't digging that too much. I think I'll take the deep, like, almost over bright oranges over a washed out look. You're like, the gunfires. Oops, my bad. Sorry, I'm not real experienced with these things. Let's discharge a couple shots. See what happens. She's been a pain in the butt every single time we met her. And, like, this whole situation is all her fault. So she better have a good reason by the time we get to the end of things. I'm guessing she probably doesn't. Oh, wait, what's the interact button? Is it X? There we go. I'm surprised there's a shop out here, but it's a welcome all the same. I don't have a lot, though. That's the only problem. Definitely don't have anything to sell. I don't know that I could do any upgrades right now. Yeah, most of my tier 2 upgrades are going to cost like 900, which we don't have. We could do a damage up with the pistol. I think we could probably upgrade the shotgun too, right? Oh, but the shotgun takes a lot more money to upgrade. Oof. PMS. Yeah, maybe. Is that a reason? Is that a legitimate reason? Ooh, that guy was frozen solid. It just completely shattered. I was hoping, like, an arm would fall off or something. I didn't know they just completely combust. Alright, well, shop's here if we need it, I suppose. Here's another one of those situations, though. God, man, this kind of irks me about this game, but again, I guess it does, when I'm thinking about it, it does kind of lend to the replayability. It looks like there's a path out over here. So I don't know which way I'm supposed to go for, like, to progress the main story. And then... Not that. How do I... Oh, yeah, it's the up button. I've been playing so many goddamn games lately, I just don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, we still don't get a map even with the new suit. It looks like we have an expanded inventory, though. So that's nice. Maybe. Yeah, we get double the space. Not bad. I think our health is slightly expanded, because it said something about the health being upgraded as well. So, I guess we can count that as, like, a slight defensive upgrade. Skunk gun ammo. Miranda, what the hell's that name? Christofish? Christofitch.
Just got the call.
Son of a bitch.
JC is pulling the plug on terraforming Callisto. Why now? After spending billions? Oh, it doesn't make any sense. It's almost like they're trying to keep people away.
Well, I mean, when you set up a prison here, I'm assuming this was... She was recording this as the prison was already established. I don't think you want too many people on a prison moon. It's not the greatest vacation spot. Oh, energy converter. I got one thing to sell right now, I guess. Okay, so this was all extra. There wasn't too much of it going on here, so that's cool. Seeing if there's anything out there. Now this is starting to remind me of like Dead Space 3 now, considering it's all frozen over, a bunch of snow and everything.
Unit online.
Which I guess for most people that'd probably be a bad thing. Honestly, I did not mind Dead Space 3 as much as people were telling me it sucked. It was really just a fine game. It did drag a little bit at the end, but I didn't mind. Had some pretty cool moments. I'm thinking those gotta be like mutants or something. One of them wakes up after I hit it. I guess we'll know for sure, but they're gonna freak me out. I don't know, don't put that away. Got more things to smash. I don't trust any of this. I think by default I'm going to keep the pistol out, but that skunk gun sure does pack a punch. We were fighting... Oh, I don't even know what to call any of these things. They don't really have names. I just call them mutants, but there was like the quadruped ones that kind of walked on all fours. They were jumping through the trees last time. When we first met those, I was using the basic pistol against them, and it took a dozen shots to kill them, maybe more. And I took the skunk gun out. 2 close-range shots, and that was it. That's all it took. So, packs a heck of a punch. Haven't gotten too much ammunition for it. Hey, here we go. That's what I thought. There we go. I was getting ready to turn, too. That's another concept that got introduced during the last stream. These guys can, like, evolve, I guess. That's the word we want to use. Shit. But only when the spikes come out. Or did I say spikes? I was looking at spikes. I didn't mean spikes. Tentacles. When the tentacles come out, that's when they start beginning to turn, and then it increases the amount of damage they can take, increases the amount of damage that they give. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. Seems like they're already out on the surface outside the prison, though, so... The thing that gets me is that with some of them being frozen and stuff, I wonder if cold has some kind of an effect on them. If we're thinking back to, like, Dead Space, I don't think it affected the necromorphs at all. In fact, I think they, like, adapted or something. Shit. Oh, shit. I get him? Can't tell half the time. Oh, the effect on that ejector looks so bad. If it had a little bit of glow to it or something, I think I would probably notice it less, but it's just like a... It's like a big rectangle shape that gets condensed. It doesn't look slick. Just looking to see if I missed anything. Also, I'm sneezing like crazy. I only sneezed 3 times, but still. I don't know what's got me acting up. I don't think so. I hope not. I just had a bad flu a couple months ago. I don't need to get sick again. Might just be allergies or something. Sometimes when it gets super windy, something blows in from the neighboring, I don't know, it could even be as far as a state. But sometimes something blows in, gets my nose running or something. Okay. It's like, I don't know where you want me to go. Oh, that's good.
Bridge is barely holding up.
Yep, I could tell.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. See how well this works. This reminds me of a number of different games. I think there was a bridge segment like this in Resident Evil 6. I think there was a bridge segment like this. Actually, I think there was something pretty similar to this in Dead Space 3. Whoa. That looked weird when it was falling. I thought we were, like, rising up. Probably ain't going back, huh? That's a shame about the shop. Okay, let me run briskly across this thing. A little more brisk. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, what are you doing? So this is the quadruped thing I was talking about before. I could even, like, camouflage themselves. I was trying to do it, like, right in front of me, and like I couldn't tell. guys just kind of tend to sneak up on you. I guess you can't really see them because they'll probably jump you while they're camouflaged. You can definitely hear them though. I was told there was supposed to be. I was looking at the some of the tutorials, and there's supposed to be a quick swap, but it doesn't seem to work. Like a quick swap for the guns, like whatever gun that you previously used, which I would assume means that you could get more guns later, but whatever gun you previously used, you should be able to hit the left on the D-pad, and it should quick swap, but it doesn't seem to be doing it. That's just what it said in the tutorial. I believed it too. Tutorials have never lied to me in the past. God, there's an ass load of these explosive canisters. What the hell's going on here?
Hey! Hey! You out there! Hey, see if you can find something to pry this door open. Those access tunnels lead to the snowcat garage. I can get us inside.
Who are you? Where are you? Try to help the trapped worker. Some of these bastards.
Have you found anything yet? Come on! Hurry! Before those things come back!
Oh, brother, they're already here. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Already dead. What about the other one? There was one of the big guys. Here it is. I didn't collect any ammo from it. Damn it, he kicked it.
No! 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 Oh my God!
What, are they attacking? Sounds like he's dying. I'm guessing they probably did. Oh, sorry, bud. Hang on, hold that thought, sir. Oh shit. That's the end of me. Well, okay, that didn't exactly go as planned. I didn't know that. I don't even know if we are timed or not, to be quite honest. I need to see, because I forgot how to do like the kinesis module type stuff. I've been playing this, and I've been going back and forth with doing a second run with the Dead Space remake, so I'm all twisted around, and then I'm playing other games on top of it, so there's like nothing clicking with me necessarily. I don't remember what it was. Is it square? Is it X? Okay. Okay, well, I just wasted that, but at least we know.
Hey! Hey! You out there!
Yeah, I didn't even know he was in here.
Find something to pry this door open. Those access tunnels lead to the snowcat garage. I can get us inside.
Alright, man, let's try it. Well, okay, the objective is try to help the trapped worker. It doesn't tell us to do it. Like, it's not help this man, it's just, yeah, make an attempt.
Have you found anything yet? Come on! Hurry! Before those things come back!
Reload. Oh no, I see you. I'm still not seeing something to pry this thing open. I don't know that that's going to be a possibility. I could try to bomb it open. I don't have any health either. Sounds like he's getting the shit beat out of him. You right in there? Oh, you know what? I thought that was him, like the last time when he was screaming. I thought that was him banging on the door, like something was coming after him, but no, that's just one of the mutants. He's already dead. Well, I tried my best. I don't know where this thing is supposed to be, unless we're just supposed to wait for him to die and then, shit, here we go. Oh, I'm glad that shot somehow phased right through you. That was real cool. Nobody wants to give any health or anything either. It kind of sucks. Well, I guess the door opened up. Let me reload this because this is going to be a pain in the ass if I get trapped or something happens. Oh wait, was that the worker? I don't know. I don't know where this guy was. Alright, Akiri, I appreciate you coming in though. It's good to see you. You have a good night and I appreciate the lurk. Well, unfortunately, that might have been our guy. It was Richard Sids. Gatehouse Garage Maintenance Team, Snowcat Division, currently assigned to field duty, scrapping the decommissioned bridge between abandoned Terraform Station and Gatehouse Service tunnels, as per Warden Cole's Directive 1A. Status delayed. Bridge over Schofield Ravine was constructed as part of an abandoned terraforming program, facilitating access to the Arcus landing pad, now the hangar. Service tunnels were incorporated into the Gatehouse complex and are still accessible. He's dead now. Sorry I couldn't help you sooner. I wonder if the door over here then is going to be accessible, because we saw that one mutant banging on it. There it is. Didn't drop anything? And I just healed myself too, and I took a bad hit. Game does not let up. nice ripple effect on the walls. There's definitely something in here. Just a question of what and how deadly. Sounds like someone's taking a shower. Oh yeah, I always love crawling through shit when sounds are happening. Hey, it's a crawl through segment. It's not a vent. It's a new one. It's just a dilapidated tunnel. This way. Okay. Surely this can't be, you know, unsafe. I don't know, but I shot it. I tried to. I was like pushing down pretty hard on the analog stick. It's like it didn't want me to shoot it. Well, another mutant. End of the day, that's all that matters. Oh, that was weird. Caught up on something. Yeah, mutants everywhere. Oh, whoa. Okay. Think they might have some sort of explosive property. Loving these sounds. Everything seems so slimy. Oh, shit. That's what I'm looking for. Man, a lot of these guys got credits. Nobody's got any health. Yeah, I wasn't sure what kind of enemy it was going to be. One of them crawlers, though. Also, brightly lit area or the pitch black area down here? Make sure I get whatever I can pick up, because I do need some more health right now. Everywhere I go, goddamn credits. It's not even really worth it. I mean, maybe it builds up after a while, but 10 here, 10 there. It'll take a while before that starts adding up to something substantial. I actually can't run here. I don't know if that's because of my health or just because the floor is sticky, though. Oh, okay. I could run there. I guess because the floor is sticky. Oh, thank God. A little bit of health. I thought the suit was supposed to give me, like, more health. So far, I'm getting my ass handed to me by these guys. Shit. They just completely disintegrate on impact. Bunch of radioactive material. You know, they might be mutants after all, like legit, because at the start of the game, the stuff that Jacob and his friend were transporting had a little radioactive symbol on it too. I'm guessing that was the catalyst for most of this stuff. Where are we? Oh yeah. Thought maybe that might be a separate tunnel. We came from there. Oh, good. There's a few of them coming through there. You know what those little worm things remind me of? It reminds me of the, in Resident Evil 2, Birkin's, like, weird parasite things that fell off of him. Kind of reminds me of that. Reminder, carry light. I got a couple. Yeah, good reminder. It's also good is that I wouldn't have been able to see it unless I actually had a light, so. Oh, cool. I'm glad that worked. Done wasting ammo on you. Come on. What the hell? Oh, okay. Cool. He just jumped through a vent. No. Done that a few times. Sometimes with these areas where you have to crawl through something, he just gets locked right in there. Yeah, I threw a whole explosive barrel at that guy. I don't know if it exploded before it hit him or he just wasn't supposed to die. I guess I pumped a few shots into him too. It didn't look like it did any damage, so kind of sucks. Wasting ammo and opportunities. Good thing is those guys only die with one shot. Sometimes I feel like I gotta time it right though, because I want to make sure they get taken out along with the rest of them that are kind of following behind. The hell is that? Yeah, I gotta say the sound design of this game has been pretty good so far. It might not be as good as like the original Dead Space, but it might give the remake a run for its money, because I wasn't too impressed by the remake sound design. Obviously they had used a few sounds from the original, but I feel like there was a lot of new stuff that didn't sound that great, especially stuff like the divider, which had such a menacing sound in the original. And in the remake, I didn't even register what it was. until I actually saw it. It's like in the original game, you knew when a divider was coming. Yeah, so far these guys haven't really had too many distinct sounds. But, like the ambiance, all the ambiatic sounds, all that sounds great. And it's like with the Dead Space remake, it was supposed to have like some sort of newly configured multi-aural sound design where, you know, you could hear a pin drop from 3 floors down or something. I don't know, some shit like that. I don't know if you need like special headphones to get that kind of thing or what, but certainly didn't impress me. I wasn't sure what was supposed to be so special about it, since it was apparently a key feature. Good enough that they had to include it in their release trailer. Is that it? There's nothing else in here? I'm not seeing anything. Can I walk through there? No? I hear like wind blowing. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to like squeeze through something in here or maybe like blow something up, but I ain't seeing it. Like I said before, if you get one of them squeeze through, crawl through segments or something like that, he just locks right in there, so that's not happening. I'm brushing myself all up against it. There's still a path over here. Just want to make sure I'm not missing out on anything. Just came right out of nowhere, huh? Suit's all getting bloody. Wonder if he wipes that off at any point. You know, I was a little disappointed in, speaking of the Dead Space remake, there Isaac gets like completely drenched in blood early on when he gets through the elevator, and then at some point, I don't even remember when it was, but it just gets completely cleaned off. But it's funny because the co-pilot girl that was in the Kelp Sea or whatever, she makes a comment, she's like, what's on your suit? Is that blood? And then his suit is completely clean. So I was a little disappointed that it didn't like stick on there. Ah, here we go. Yeah, it cleans off. But I guess with the, not Game of the Year, but what do they call it? Like the Digital Deluxe upgrade pack or whatever, or if you get the Digital Deluxe version, there's supposed to be an alternate skin where I think it's just the same skin, like after he gets splattered from the elevator. Just like a ton of blood in there, all over him. So at least they give you the option to like add it permanently, but if it gets covered or something, it doesn't stick around too long. Decontamination? Oh no, it's an airlock. Whoa, Jesus.
Hey! Need some help here! Kill those things! Got my own problems to deal with!
Not that. Whoa! Man, I was like pretty much full health. I think I got knocked, but then I got hit by the long range guy too. Oh man. Sometimes when these guys start like changing, it's a little bit much to register.
Kill those things! Got my own problems to deal with!
Whoa, jeez. Okay, that's not good. Oh good, we get to finally see what he does with that. Oh my god. Ew. Alright, don't mess with that guy.
Hey! Need some help here! Kill those things! Got my own problems to deal with!
Quickly take care of him. Anybody else? This girl's shooting up a storm back there. Get this health injector real quick. I hear activity, I just don't see it. If I need to go up there for... Oh boy.
Now get up here.
Yes, ma'am. Get to Danny. I don't even know who Danny is. Oh, it's her.
Oh yeah, why's that? Huh? She left me out there to die?
And you tried to kill me back on your ship. Guess that makes us even.
Look, I don't know if you noticed, but things have kind of gone to shit out there. Hey, you don't have to like me and I don't have to like you, but Elias was right. We don't stand a chance alone, but together we might just make it out of here alive.
Fine. If I can get that snowcat fixed, it'll get us to the hangar. You need to open the main gate. Control should be that way.
How do I know I can trust you?
Here, take this. You'll need it. Those things are everywhere.
Name's Jacob, by the way.
I know who you are.
What did we get? Quick weapon swap. Oh, here it is. Okay. See, I guess I was reading the tutorials ahead of time. I was just scanning through the bulk of them to see if there's any nuances, any map, something like that. But I guess we had to activate it in order for it to actually work. Tap the left button to quickly swap between equipped weapons. Weapons can also be selected and equipped from the inventory. We got a new one, though. I guess this is what, like a shotgun? It's like we kind of already have a shotgun, but I guess this one's better? I don't know. Oh, you know what? I guess that one uses the pistol base, and then this new one is like its own thing, so maybe that's how the quick swap works. I guess you can't do it if it still uses the same pistol base. Interesting, I guess. Still, it'd be nice if I could quick swap the pistol-based weapon without having to cycle through them. Devon Wayne uses gate to open, or uses code to open the gate, I guess. Officer Wayne has returned from administrative leave, assigned probationary duty at the gatehouse. Wayne was disciplined after an altercation with inmate 230742, resulting in inmate's death. Full investigations pending.
I tried to reach Ferris, but he's MIA. I had to make the call. Sealed the gate. Trapped them all on the other side.
Okay. His audio logs are so short. I was complaining first time around that you couldn't listen to them while on the go, but they're so short that I guess it wouldn't even be worth it. Gatehouse complex is built to facilitate inmate transfer vehicles, so-called snowcats, quote-unquote, arriving from the hangar. Later made redundant once the tram system was completed. A dual-axis control unit has recently been installed to prevent unauthorized gate access. Okay. Not even supposed to be using these, really. That was ominous. Nothing I can do with any of this. Oh, here we go.
Damn it. Looks like there's another control room across the way. We'll need to activate both to open the gate.
Security failsafe. Makes sense. Okay, get over there. I'll man the first switch. Just try not to get yourself killed.
Door magically unlocked. Finally, we get a shop, but I really haven't been picking up anything that I can sell.
Is yours.
And we've been getting pittance worth of actual money. But I might be able to get something worthwhile. Let's see. Still some of the tier 3 upgrades. Yeah, 2700. It's too rich for my blood. Could upgrade the damage on the pistol. That might be nice. 1200 to increase stability. Don't think that'd be worth it. Look at that minor damage upgrade. I gotta say though, the skunk gun does do a lot, so. Modifies a weapon to fire homing ammo that swarms nearby enemies. It sounds nice. That would be worth 3600. Okay. I think it's kind of weird, like, that we get 2 shotguns, basically. It's kind of strange. But this new gun that we got is a riot gun. 2-handed shotgun designed for riot suppression, developed by Jan and Lobel, based on the UJC modular weapons platform. The first upgrade, it's only 300, increases stability. Side upgrade increases damage. Those are both 300 each. Ammo capacity increase, that's nice. Well, these are so cheap, I might as well put them on.
Cycle complete.
It is a prison, so it really does make you feel it, but boy, you do not get a whole lot of money in this game.
Finished.
Fortunately, you seem to pick up a decent amount of ammo and health upgrades, so I never feel the need to buy any of them, but... Probably should look in some of these tier 2 upgrades for the grip as well. This grip does come in handy in combat situations. I don't trust the floor vents. The past few that we passed had stuff jumping out at me. Oh yeah. Sorry, gotta go through the depressurization process. It's also very loud. Going on here. Oh. Gotta repressurize ourselves. Something comes out of here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, push him up against there. There you go. Welcome to Earth. And I probably shouldn't use too much of this right now because I've got no ammunition for it. Seems pretty powerful though. Those guys can take a mean hit. Spitters. So, I mean, I did slam them a couple times with the stun rod, but still. There's something in there. There's one in the cage. I was more referring to the item, but there's still things. Unlock the security room with a fuse. How'd you get in there? Oh, I bet that's what this is. Yeah, it's a gate fuse. Alright. That's lame. Thought it might be some kind of special item. If I put this fuse in, you guys aren't going to break out of there, are you? Oh. Simple as that, huh? There's not even a viewing window. I figured we would both be looking at each other when we, open up this snowcat gate or whatever. Okay, is that it? She said she got it. I wonder if I gotta go all the way back to that first room, because that's kind of where it was. Oh, this opened up. Cool. Rag gun ammo, all right. Explore the power station. Oh, finally, the game wants me to explore something. Usually it seems so resentful about that. 2 steps in the wrong direction, Jacob starts mouthing off to you. Where am I going? Uh-oh.
How'd they get in there?
Yeah, it doesn't look fun. Yeah. Alright. This might not have been the best course of action. Turn the camera a little bit faster, please. Oh no, I see you there. Shit. Oh, I still managed to hit him though. Works for me. Ah, stop it. There you go. Alright, I guess that's enough exploration. Ugh. a chance to collect anything. Actually, looking at the full health bar right now, it's actually improved a considerable amount, the health. So at least the suit gave us something, but I also think that the some of the enemies that we've been countering do a little bit more damage. Okay, so got that log. Who was it? Oh god, look how much this thing is shaking. I think it was like Tycho or something like that. Let me see. Started with a T and then ended with a Co. I don't know where this guy is. Oh yeah, he'd be in Lost, wouldn't he? Ah, there it is. Techo. I can't. Why is it like vibrating like that? I can't read that. Yeah, let's try to get into someplace a little bit more neutral, I guess.
I made it to the second control room.
Long enough. Ready when you are.
Oh, I'll make you wait a little bit more then. I'm gonna read my log. Alright, what's this guy's deal? Gatehouse, new inmate processing division, unit 2, instituted new security protocol for gatehouse main gate as per Warden Cole's directive 1A, currently in possession of gate code 2. Gate code 1 currently assigned to Officer Devin Wayne, who we also picked up. Gatehouse dual access control system operates under a 2-person rule authentication system. Current access codes must be 1 entered in control rooms 1 and 2 activated at the same time. Activated at the same moment in order to open the main gate. Okay. I was just assuming what it said. Oh, good. There's a shop up here, too. Hopefully I get that 1 credit so I could purchase some kind of upgrade. No pickups or anything to be had in here.
On 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a 1-second delay on the comms.
Okay, I'll pull the snowcat around. See you outside.
Yeah, you better.
Don't be... Don't be saying that. It's gonna take off without you.
Unit online.
Alright, what do we want? Can increase maximum energy. That might be good. We can improve the recharge rate of the grip. Or can further increase the launch strength. Well, I guess all those would be pretty nice, right? I think I'm gonna increase the energy amount, though.
Have an ignited day.
I like that nod of approval he gives. Alright, we've got at least one thing we could sell. We've been racking up the ammo, too, so that's nice. Pretty soon here, I'm going to be starting to run out of room. Oh, there's a pickup over here. More riot gun ammo. Here, let me reload all my weapons. Or at least make sure they are reloaded. Alright, time to go. Something's making a commotion.
From this prison, from yourself, neither is possible. The only path towards truth
Warden, is that you?
is found within.
Does this message just play on loop at every exit?
You become what you were always meant to be.
It's another pressurization chamber, but we have a treasure chest in here. Or, you know, the closest equivalent. Got a decoder. I wonder what that does. Outside of decode, but decode what? Okay, hi. Wanna, like, hit me at any point, or no? back pretty damn far. Alright, I guess that takes care of that. Oh wait, no, we still got quite a few back here. Alright. Oh shit. Oh, there's 3 of them now. See, this is why I was shooting them before, but then I thought, yeah, you know what, maybe I should conserve my ammo. Let them all gang up on me. Well, that's it. That's it for the hand cannon ammo. Son of a bitch. Oh, did she finally show up? I heard something. I don't know what it was. Oh, there she is. Yep, a little busy right now. Okay, coming.
Get inside.
Yeah, I can't see anything up there. So,
Yeah, it looks like we're coming up on a cliff or something.
what's your problem?
Just stop. We're almost there.
Touchy, touchy.
Hey, hangar's the other way.
I know.
Well then, where are you going? Huh?
I'll be back.
What?
Okay, Schwarzenegger.
Wait. Hey! Hey! Hey, get back here! Hey. Oh my god. That's my ship.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Danny! What are we doing here?
Gotta see it with my own eyes.
Alright. Reload my gun. No running here either. She could take off, but we can't.
Danny! Where the hell are you going?
Let's go into the ship. Gotta see something with her own eyes. I don't know what. Oh, probably the cargo. If it's still even here. I figured they would have removed that by now. Oh, co-pilot's body's gone.
Danny, where are you?
A couple things to collect in here, maybe. Max Barrow. Or Barrow. I don't know what it would be.
Kaya, it's Max. I need your advice. Did you see the footage? That poor kid. I keep trying to talk about it with Jacob. It's like he won't listen.
Come on, cargo's loaded. Final check.
Look, this can't all be a coincidence.
co-pilot of the cargo ship, the UGC Sharon. Non associates include Jacob Lee, business partner, and Kaya Barrow White, life partner. Current on all visas, patrolled zone clearances, no disciplinary actions on file. It's called the Sharon, or Charon. I guess it's the ferryman of the dead in Greek mythology. I got a point, I guess. We ferried some kind of death over here. Well, there's still something in there. Just take a peek back here, see if there's anything else I could pick up.
Hey, what are you doing?
What's in here?
Medical supplies?
Bullshit. Open it.
Why?
Because I said so. We're not going anywhere until you do.
Okay, fine.
I'm surprised that cargo's still here. They removed like the...
But records show you made multiple drops right before the incident.
Me and a dozen other cargo ships.
Don't try to talk your way out of this. I know you were
I
involved.
had nothing to do with what happened on your own.
What's wrong with you?
This implant is messing with my head.
This doesn't make any sense. But I'm gonna figure it out. In the meantime, you better pull it together. Someone's gonna fly us out of here. Come on, let's go.
Hey, she is a shiv too. Huh. Alright, well, I guess if it's only medical supplies, though she probably should have digged in a little deeper.
So what were you expecting to find?
UJC bioweapon. Traced it from Europa to here.
To my ship?
I thought so.
Guess you thought wrong, huh?
Control room's just up ahead. Get ready.
Get rid of that one right now. Never know, it might come back to bite us in the ass later on. Of course, I left the one on the left-hand side by itself. Another decoder. I'm guessing we probably sell those, because there hasn't been anything we've needed to decode yet. Hey, don't wait up on me, I'm just looking around. Sergeant Scott, what kind of name is that? Whitney?
What you do? I don't know. My clearance should work, but I'm locked out of the system. Stand down. No, wait! I'm the ship commander! Lethal force has been authorized.
I hate those. I hate the voices of the goddamn security bots. You know, I did notice that there's a trophy for digging one out, so you can combat them. It never seems like a good idea when the opportunity arises, though. Oh, let's see. Scott is assigned to Callisto Hangar Control Perimeter Detachment, Orbital Dropship Operations Security Division. Per Directive 1A, all civilian and cargo transports are restricted until further notice. A special exemption logged for freighter UGC Sharon. Or did I say UGC? Seems like that directive was put into place by the warden as well, so I'm wondering. I mean, well, he seems like a rather eccentric fellow, so he probably's got something to do with all this. that a video for the personnel or for the prisoners? I don't know that, well, really anybody would be all that excited.
I was in a hurry. Didn't have time to transfer the data. I need to know everything I can about what's happening here.
But you just ripped it out.
Like you haven't done the same.
Not to somebody I know.
Yeah, it's different when you don't
Did
know
you
him.
really know him? Or were you just using him to escape?
Yeah, he gave me a ship. That's like, true bud status.
Ship's parked in orbit. I'll activate the remote call down.
It's not gonna be
Take the
suspicious, is
elevator in
it?
the next room up to the landing deck.
Yeah, that's where we took off from.
Yeah. I know.
Nice.
Nice. Alright, hold up. Let me check my inventory. I
I'll
gotta
get
drop
the elevator.
something. I guess this, might not be worth it, but it is just one shot for the riot gun, so. Well,
Look at all these bodies.
I was kind of hoping there'd be like a easy opportunity to get rid of one of the security bots,
Look
but
around. See if you can find anything.
wait a second.
Mobilized.
Why do they have the old like internet modem connection sound? It's a little strange. It's not like people completely forgotten what that sound sounds like. Oh, come on. I knew it would happen. I'm gonna have to drop... I guess I'll drop a battery. Oh, well, there's too much stuff around here.
Inmate, return to your cell. Inmate, return to your cell immediately.
Keeps gripping at his shoulder. I don't know if it's like the implant that's bugging him or what.
Almost there.
Yeah. We are.
Wait a second. You can't just say yeah with YEA. I know I do that as like shorthand, but
You don't see
this is
these
official
stuff
subtitles.
About what?
about any of this. Whatever the hell's going on around here.
Saw something like it before. Back on Europa.
Europa. The news report said that was all on you.
UGC propaganda. Things aren't always what they seem.
Kind of like me. And that cargo you thought it was hauling.
Maybe. I'd sure like to think so.
My only hope is that there's a shop up here somewhere.
There it is.
2 minutes out!
It's right on time. It's a hell of a lot bigger than my old ship.
Think you could fly it?
Yeah, I'll fly anything that gets us off this rock. Wait, what are you doing?
It's not me.
No. One must learn to accept what they cannot control. Still, I'm impressed that you made it this far. Perhaps you both have potential after all. Mr. Lee, Miss Nakamura, your journey was especially long. All the way from Europa.
What'd you say?
But I'm afraid there's just too much at stake here. And the protocol cannot be broken.
The Callisto Protocol?
So, though your story ends here, please know that you have my respect.
Oh, well, at least we have his respect.
No! Go! 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 Go!
Jacob! Take my hand! Jacob!
Okay. Be like one of them God of War segments, huh? Fall through the debris. Try not to die. Can't seem to... Okay. Oops. I was going to say, I can't seem to, like, move up or down, which might end up being a problem at some point, and it seemed to be... Can he? I don't think he can. Yeah, I think we could only move left or right. Alright, so... Just gotta be careful. Okay, I think what had happened there was that thing was just moving a little bit too far to the right. Oh, shit. Ooh, that's gotta hurt, though, right? Stick my arms out and grab onto something. I guess he has a suit. Right? It definitely looked painful.
Danny? Danny?
Oh, yeah. Been a little bit since we've seen those music boxes, but seems to have some sort of special connotation. Hi, Max. How are you doing? Bit low.
Jacob. Jacob! 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 Come on! We gotta move! Hurry! It's still coming down!
And one ship crash did all this, huh?
Where the hell are we?
I don't know. Wait. Hang on.
I hope he doesn't leave that somewhere. It's like she completely removed her helmet, but I was thinking, did she lose it? Because, you know, they're still on a moon.
This is Arcus.
What's that?
Arcus. The original colony. The one the prison was built on top of. There's an elevator nearby. We can take that to the transport hub, then cut across to the colony, and then back into Blackiron.
Back into Blackiron? No, no fucking way. We almost got killed just trying to get out of Blackiron.
This isn't about escape,
Then
Jacob.
what's it about?
Not anymore.
What's it about?
Answers! Why did the warden shoot down one of his own ships?
I don't know.
And how is it connected to Europa?
This is supposed to be just another fucking job. This is crazy.
I know. But what choice do we have? Come on. This area's not safe.
He just leaves the helmet. That's stupid. I get maybe you want to change up the look of your character, but yeah, you're probably gonna have to go out back into the surface at some point, right?
So what happened to the
Maybe
original?
the helmets are plentiful.
Abandoned. Along with the rest of Callisto.
Until they built a prison here.
UJC's gotta make money somehow, right?
Anything to pick up over here? I guess not. I think it's funny that she like waits up for you or walks towards you if you go aimlessly wandering around. I'll get back with you, don't worry about it.
Surprised there's still power.
Those old fusion generators were built to last.
Sounds like the hangar's still coming down.
Yep. Elevator's just up ahead. On the map, there was a service route a few levels down.
On the map?
Might be a faster way.
Where'd you get a map? I want a map.
I hope this plan of yours doesn't get us both killed.
It's getting worse. We should hurry.
Seem to be taking our sweet ass time, right?
This is the place, right?
Yeah, but I don't see the elevator.
Shit. It's busted.
Was hoping we'd get lucky. But this whole place is falling apart.
There's gotta be another way down.
Then let's find it. Come on.
Even if the elevator is not working, I mean, it still has a shaft, right? Probably find some way to descend. Ooh, coming down a little hard.
Look out!
I can make that jump, don't worry.
I'm okay. Thanks.
I can see another way. I'll meet up with you.
Just be careful. It's worse than I thought in here.
Kinda wonder how much them suits weigh. Doesn't seem like any of the scaffolding was made from the sturdiest of materials, or at least,
Is this thing gonna hold?
even if it was, it's pretty damn old.
Try not to think about it. You okay?
Every time he
Yeah.
drops, it gets louder.
Yeah, right.
Creaking metal or more
Heading
mutants?
down.
Oh, yep. I found a ladder too. Maybe it's even the same one, who knows?
Over here. On the service route. Come on. It's not that far. A few more steps.
I was gonna say, let's hope it holds that long. Oops. Oh, well. Oh, cool. Landed right in some kind of nest. Oh. The haptic feedback on this controller is weird sometimes. You can like feel it breathing. Weird wheeze vibrations. I take the tentacles on the back. Oh yeah. No drops? Bastard. Oh. There. Oh, maybe that was it. Okay. I was gonna say, maybe it's hiding behind the little pustule thing. I think it was, but then it's riot gun ammo, which I don't have room for. Man, it's been so long since we've hit up a shop. It sucks. Because then you just start racking up a bunch of stuff, and, you know, useful items go to waste. I'm going to say for now, though, that the ammo is probably going to be worth a little bit more than health items, so I will pick up that riot gun ammo. I guess if we ever have an opportunity to come back, the health injector will still be there. Shit. Where'd it go? Okay. I don't know if they just keep continually coming out of those things, but I think I'm going to move away. Move quietly, okay. Thanks for the advice, game.
Gotta stay quiet.
Let's listen to an audio log. That'll be quiet, right? Dr. Shihan Yune.
Mission log 001, Dr. Yoon reporting.
Oh, Yoon, excuse me.
Just arrived at the old transport hub. It's been sealed like a tomb for the past 75 years. Preliminary readings are inconclusive, but there's no immediate evidence of a breach in the containment zone.
Alright. Cool. Don't make a sound. Okay. Well, that's going to be a little hard to accomplish, but I will at least try to stay quiet. Who knows? We might even be able to sneak up on one of these bastards. It's, we saw at the beginning of the game, there is a, you know, like a stealth kill mechanic, but when I try, they don't give you a whole lot of opportunities to do it, and last time I tried to do it, it was against one of these bigger guys, one of these vomiters, and they didn't seem to be susceptible to the backstab attack, so I don't know if they're just too strong or what. Don't make a sound. Alright, so at least you could kill these guys. I guess they kind of look like those spitters, but, I don't know. Maybe they're slightly different. There's a few different paths I've seen in this area, so I have no clue where I'm going, but I guess hopefully we'll find something. Crawl through there? No? Okay. way are you gonna go? That looks like sometimes it's just floating off the ground. God, I really just want to find a shop. Missing? The hell is that? There's a full chest here. I wonder how much of it I'm going to be able to pick up.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Can't grab any of it. Some hand cannon ammo. There is pristine decoder. I haven't even sold any. We just started getting the decoder things, and I haven't even had a chance to sell one. Oh, this just wrapped back around. All right. Let's see. What can I get rid of? I'm thinking A type of ammo. I just reload what I can for right now. You know, there might not be much of a point to the skunk gun since we got the riot gun. Maybe I should get rid of some of that ammo. I don't know, but it's also really powerful. Feel kind of bad getting rid of, like, the hand cannon ammo, too. Yeah, decisions. I guess there's only 7 of these. They're good for, I don't do a ton of damage with the hand cannon, but it's good for precision shooting, especially if they start to turn and I need to shoot the tentacles. Although I've just been using the riot gun, and that really hasn't been giving me too many problems. Alright, well, there was this alternate path where one of these guys squeezed through, so I'm guessing we need to go this way. Or maybe not. I don't think I could even get through there. I was gonna say one of these is gonna end up being a trap. A little loud, Jacob. Oh, but I guess these guys didn't notice. Well, they definitely can't see anything, but I guess their hearing ain't that great either. Injector. Oh. Nothing else up here. Son of a bitch. Sounds like more of them are coming out through there. Oh boy. Oh. Gotta hop over that. I was really hoping it was gonna turn around. dead end. Oh, son of a bitch. Schematic for something. Oh, no, I gotta drop something else. There's gotta be a shop coming up. Man, they do not give you a ton of shops. Mildly frustrating. There's only 6 of these. I guess I'll get rid of this skunk gun ammo. Tactical pistol. Well, I wonder what that entails. Because if it's just another different type of pistol, like we've been doubling up on weapon types. It's just going to be another standard pistol, but slightly better? Who knows? I hear something. I don't know if we just keep walking around each other or what. Maybe it's me. When I think about it, I could be the one making the noise. Okay. Supposed to do something about that? Oh shit. I don't know if he was just like standing there or if I had to enact on that. I think I see a shop up there. Can't tell if this is one that can see me or not. Certainly coming after me. Oh no. We haven't had one of these in a while.
All systems are operating within normal parameters.
Alright. Hey, these decoders are worth quite a bit, though. That's nice. Thank God I was hanging on to them. Alright, that is worth a decent amount. We've got... Where is it? Cost 600. Special Ops Tactical Pistol. Preferred by ex-military officers for its low recoil and high rate of fire based on the UJC modular weapons platform. High rate of fire? I wonder if it's going to be like an SMG or something.
The UJC is not responsible for any defects.
That just looks like a pistol, to be honest. Yeah, Jacob's satisfied with it.
Assembling. The UJC appreciates your productivity.
I appreciate you. Oh boy, a magazine upgrade. My goodness. I mean, that doesn't give me an amount, but I'm just looking at that bar. Wow. Actually, I could get a magazine upgrade for the riot gun, which would be nice. Magazine upgrades actually would be preferable in general, I think, just because it means less ammunition in my inventory and more in the gun and more space for me to pick up things. Pretty close to getting tier 3 upgrades for other stuff, though, so I kind of feel like I want to save up for that, but at the same time, I don't know. How much is this? This is for the riot gun, right? Okay. End of the day, I think this might be a little bit more
For use.
viable. We'll see. It's like a little
Quality check.
drum magazine.
Verified. Notify the administrator with any concerns. Remove item from print assembly.
It's the first time it's told me that. No, I'm gonna leave it there. Not too worried about stability. Oh, that bounced right off me. Okay. Well, we were just up here a second ago, and there was some stuff that I abandoned, so I'm just gonna go grab it. So let me switch to the riot gun so we can fill up the ammunition here. Oh, double the ammunition capacity. That's not bad. I'm gonna leave the precision pistol out just in case. Get an opportunity, I want to see what it does. Ooh. Meat caverns. This looks fun. Oh. Jacob attack. What the hell was that? Well, it didn't do burst fire, which is kind of what I was expecting. It really does just seem like another pistol. I can't sell my old weapon edition add-ons, can I? Ah, he's reached for you. Getting a little grabby. Should have smacked his hand away or something. I mean, clearly he knew you were there. What's he gonna do? That used to say caution. Someone rubbed it out though, so now it just says caught. Energy converter. Where? Oh, whoa, okay. Oh shit, this thing. Stuck. God damn it, it's stuck. Oh, and then it just vanished. What the hell was that? No! I had a perfect opportunity. I could have gotten rid of like 3 of these guys. Alright, well at least I made up for a second one. hell of a lot of sloshing going on, but I don't see anything. There were just 4 of them, though. Where did that canister go? I think it like slipped under the steps. I was trying to drag it, and then it got caught on the little guardrail there. And then I think it just zooped out of existence. Yoon. Another log. What wisdom do you have to impart to us?
Mission log supplemental. Dr. Yoon reporting. They came out
This guy from Star Trek?
nowhere. Killed Sandy and Warren. They must have escaped from Arcus, trapped for decades, evolving and adapting down here in the dark. I've contacted Muller, requested immediate evac. I just hope she sends help soon.
Yeah, I don't think help came. Actually, is he... Oh, status unknown. I was gonna say, is he deceased? Because then we'll know for sure. Awfully red in here. Very veiny. God damn it! Why is it always these things? It's a pain in the ass. Another health injector. Carry light. Good enough. Whoa, whoa. I didn't even initiate that reload. His arm was freaking out, though. Is that behind me? Okay. Something made like a vent bursting noise. Didn't quite think I was gonna get that, but last second, like right before I touched it. Bulldozer down there. Alright. Let's see what we can do down here. I've seen that you can backstab these guys and they don't get alerted to your presence, so. It's walking right over him. Oh, what the hell? Oh, here we go. I'm getting pretty damn close to him. That stab didn't pop up. Might have been because we were on a slanted platform. I was thinking about using that canister, but then there's only 2 of them. I think I want to save it if there's like 3 grouped up or something. Getting a little close. Come on. They are there. I feel like I hear one behind me, too. Are they just going to continually keep popping up? Just let them bodies pile up. I will reap the rewards. Don't you worry about that. Access junction. What's over here? Something running through the vents, that's what. Oh, shit. It's like an alternate path, not really much of anything there. Something to try and spook you since they pop up right behind you. Oh, shit. Actually, you know what? I don't know if that's a good idea. I was thinking about it. Hey, what's up, Daler? Thank you for the raid. Ah, that works. I was like, you know what? Gunfire might not be the greatest idea. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. How's it going, everybody? Making our way through Callisto Protocol here. There's some underground nonsense here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mega. Everybody else that came in on the raid, appreciate you guys. What were you streaming? Some more Metal Gear, maybe? Oh, yeah, I'll take that tactical precision ammo. You know what? I think he automatically reloads, thinking about it. Alright, this kind of looking like the light at the end of the tunnel. It might be through the worst of it. Well, might be through the length of it. I don't know about the worst of it. It's looking pretty bad. That's the usual one. That's the one I always use. Generic cheap-ass Tomb Raider. But that is the official Twitch raid Tomb Raider emote. There we go. Hey, get you in there. Alright, I think we that was, at least that was all of them that popped up from that last batch. Yeah, they're really giving us this hand cannon ammo. I have not been using it either. GRP battery pack too. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we are racking up the ammo. I'm gonna get rid of that skunk gun ammo. I'll take the battery just in case for right now. If we come across something a little bit better, I'll swap that out. Coming right from the walls. Turn that ass around. All right. I think we've done mostly everything that we could do here, which is just stab guys in the back. Oh, thank God. I didn't think they were going to give us one.
The UJC is here for you.
It was a lot quicker than the last time. Okay, we've got a lot of health injectors, which I don't really need. Let's see. I think I'm going to get rid of... Oh, boy. A hand cannon and a skunk gun. I might keep the riot... I think I'm going to keep the riot gun ammo. Yeah, I don't think I even need a second health injector. I'll keep the battery, one health injector, and then like a set of ammo for each. We should probably be good with that.
Looks like this will get me to the colony. Just hope Danny's there.
What has Danny ever done for you? Oh, what? Didn't I just look at these and they were blue? It's like as soon as I look at it, it changes from blue to red, and then you can't open it up. Key card. Unlock the power tunnel's doors.
Power. Bet those cables lead to a generator.
I don't get it. What is it? Do I need to like not look at it and open it with my back turned? Why does the chest lock itself when I turn my attention towards it? Unless it's timed and I just happen to be looking at it right when it turns. There's something weird going on. Okay, what? Power cables? Where are the power cables? I mean, that's a cable. Doesn't really look like it's going anywhere, though. Like, unless he could start, like, climbing rock faces, I don't think I see anything. Oh, this thing, maybe. Oh, we just came back from here. I don't know, this seems a little bit... Oh, no. Yep, I guess the cables are still here. So I gotta walk through here again. Cool. I like backtracking through hell. Oh yeah, this door. Right. Okay, so that's where the key card goes. Got it. Speaking of backtracking, holy shit, I've been playing One Piece Odyssey. For the most part, the game's pretty damn fun, but boy, it makes you backtrack a lot. I was feeling like I was spending too long in the Alabasta section. I feel like it's been a month and I've been in Alabasta and done nothing else. So the other day I was like, alright, I'm gonna see if I can power through this and just hit up story. Don't go for side quests, don't go for bounties, don't do anything side related. And finally got out of it. Took hours to get through the Alabasta sequence just in total, and then like right when as soon as I think I'm done, and we seem to be moving on to a different section of the game, I was like, oh wait, you gotta go back to Alabasta again. And then we had to like backtrack through portions of the level that, like, really big ones too, that we had already been through. And then on top of that, like, previous segments, they just make you run back and forth through all the towns. It's like that game is nothing but backtracking. You go from point A to point B, and they're like, oh wait, you forgot something. You need to go back to point A again. Then you go back to point A, and then you gotta go back to point B. And then maybe after that, you finally get an opportunity to do something new. They make you work for it. Another shitty thing is they don't let you have the ability to fast travel until about like 6 hours into the game, too. Got like mildly infuriating, but yeah, I got over it. Having a party down here, jeez. Here I go stabbing again. See if I get the second guy first, because I bet he's gonna bump into me if I don't. There you go. Alright, I think that's all of them. I mean, they drop a lot of stuff. Well, you know, as much as any other enemy, but the fact that there's just so many of them, we just start racking up bullets and whatever else. So I don't really mind, but yeah, there's sure is a lot of them. Oh. Yep. Still hasn't figured out where he wants to go. Oh, sorry. See, that's what I'm always afraid of. I'm gonna bump into one. And I did, but then it seems like he forgot about me. That's okay. See, these guys are smart. They're all back to back. Okay, they weren't that smart, but you know. Seems like they almost had a plan. I mean, these guys are dropping more credits than the average enemy, too. Usually we get like maybe 10, 15 if we're lucky, but I'm getting almost like 30. It's a quick way back down. Just drop down from there instead of have to go all the way around. Uh-oh. Sorry. Did you see me? Did I kick the hornet's nest? That's it. Okay. Exit, finally. They all just like jumped up on here. I don't know what's up there. Okay, that's creepy. Do I have... Is there a explosive canister, maybe? Pristine energy converter. We didn't come all the way just for that, did we? Oh no, there's steps up here. Well, shit. They're all ganging up where I need to go. Not quite into the thing. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, god damn it. Right next to the shop, too. Come on. Bastard. Alright, well, at least he dropped health. Oh, shit. Not that. Not that. I'll pick up the thing on the ground. Alright, well, they've actually been kind of generous with the shops lately. It's like we went such a long stretch without a shop, and now we've been getting them kind of semi-frequently, so... kind of happy about that. Still, though. Lots and lots and lots of ammo. I guess mostly because I've been backstabbing most of these guys. Pretty easy to do, actually. But... I don't need all of this. So, some of these ammo packs that aren't completely filled out... go ahead and get rid of that pristine energy converter too. I guess first and foremost with most of the weapons, I've just been looking for high capacity magazine upgrades. Not that it's done me any good because we've just been finding so much ammunition. But, oh hey, there's a burst mode. So this thing actually does have a rapid fire mode. Not that I'd probably want to use it though. Seemed like the greatest idea. Most of these enemies have been able to fight individually, so haven't really had a huge need to just like waste them. Oh, let's see, but what do I want to upgrade? There is some of the grip stuff we can upgrade. Actually, I could use 1800 and still have a decent amount left for building up if I just get 2 of these. I'm gonna start upgrading the grip.
Complete.
And then... I don't know, maybe I'll do one of those tier 3 upgrades. I think I probably, next thing after this, maybe see if I can start upgrading the tier 3 stun baton. Well, what does this do? Let's see. That sounds interesting. It can impact at near fatal speed, so I wonder if you could just throw them up against the wall and... well, it says near fatal, but still. I'll be able to do some decent damage. Energy capacity, and then... recharge rate through AI-assisted power cycling. I mean, it's really fast, I guess. And the stun baton... less damage when blocking. I mean, that would be nice. I don't block too often, but still. Increases the chance of aim snaps, center of mass, or exposed virus following a combo ender. It doesn't sound too helpful. Maximize damage output, so max damage would be nice. How much is that one? 2,700. And then... retaliatory charge upon an attacker when blocking a strike. Okay, so that's like a... I mean, there's already a counterattack after that you could execute after blocking an attack, but I guess that like adds a stun charge to it. So I don't know, maybe it makes it better. You know, I don't think most of the tier 3 upgrades for the stun baton don't sound all that great, except for the damage upgrade. So maybe I'll just save up and do that one, and then the rest I could put into other things. And that's good though, because I was afraid I'd have to spend what, like 2,700 for each of them.
On the generator. I hope it still works.
Oh. Stud's so powerful that, like, the battery that looks like it weighs 100 pounds just popped onto the ground. Actually, I don't know if we're still dealing with the same type of enemies down here. It's not quite as meaty, so I wonder if this isn't quite the realm. Don't make a sound. Oh, never mind. Guess we're still dealing with the deaf, dumb, and blind ones. Oh, there you are. I was wondering when he'd come out. Oh, this one I can't, Oh, shit. Cool. Get your ass through there, Jacob. Holy shit. Purple's still coming after us, right? I thought that was going to be one of the ones that we could sneak up on, but that was one of them big guys, one of the spitters. Oh, no, you don't. Well, hopefully we don't have to get through there again. I'm really hoping there's going to be an alternate path. Shit. Oh, the big guy's after us again. Really dark in here. Can't quite see what's going on. I can tell this guy's about to change, though. Oh, still haven't switched weapons yet. Shit. Switch the goddamn weapon, Jacob. Oh my god, I'm surprised I survived that. Oh. So they all ended up coming after me. They had to get through a vent or something. But I kept trying to switch the weapon. It's like he didn't want to simply pull out something else. I think what had happened the first couple times was I just pressed the aim button, thinking that I had already swapped, and then it just stuck me with the same thing I had. It's not the exploding ones, are they? No? And they're on the ground. I guess they're just on the ground for the sake of being on the ground. Here, let's just use this health injector. It's kind of in the dark orange segment of it, but good enough. I still don't think we've filled out the health bar, actually. Oh, good. Another health injector. Yeah, a little bit. There's been some close calls. I wasn't feeling too confident about that last encounter, but... made it through. Power reactor. I bet that's where we need to go. But it looks like I could slide in through here. So no idea what this is going to be, but it might be worth it. Freed up some inventory space. Come across a chest or something. Could be useful. It's getting to that point where it's so dark in some of these areas. Okay. It's a bit of a drop. Okay. Oh. Actually, it looked deeper than it was. Glad Jacob had the better judgment than I did there. Oh, come on. I really don't like his stomp in this game. I mean, it's effective for what it needs to do, but it's just got such shitty range. It's like step into it, it's just like directly what's beneath him. I don't really have a whole lot of room here to work with. Oh, there we go. Thanks. Damn lucky I was able to get that at all. Okay. Whoa! That was weird. Almost looked like we phased into a different area. Oh, hey, that symbol again. We saw that back at the prison. I don't know if it's like a cult thing that's going on or what. Although, I would avoid cults if I was, you know, the director of this game. Just because, oh yeah, it's another one of these bunkers. Look up at, it's one of them grapple things too, yeah. Anyway. Having a cult in a situation like this would just be too damn similar to the Unitologists, in my opinion. Go on. Playing the audio file, but like, is he taking a minute to compose himself or what's going on? Come on, Yannick, speak up. I think this audio tape is broken. Battery pack CPU printer. Interesting. I wonder if that is just sellable or if that affects the shop at all. He's a quiet talker, yeah. I guess so. Sounds like there's something going on back there, but I don't really need to go back there, maybe? Let's see. Or maybe I do. Shit. When I saw that, I was hoping that'd be another alternate route. Alright. Looks like we gotta step back into hell. Man, I gotta go back the way I came. It sucks. Hold on, just real quick. Making sure there isn't any hidden items up in the rafters or something. Oh boy. He ain't turning on me. Oh, there's stairs up here. I didn't even see this. Oh, did it just take us into the power generator room? That's cool. Alternate route paid off. Nice. Maybe we can get a little light in here now.
To flip those breakers. To turn on the generator.
He's still got to speak to himself, but at least he's speaking to himself quietly. Okay, what do we got going on here? Skunk gun. I've got... I haven't been using the rag gun in a while, actually. Alright, CPU printer is sellable. 1,000 credits. That is nice. Oh. Man, you know, I hate, I don't know. Having the grip batteries in the inventory kind of sucks, but at the same time, I don't really want to sell them because they're only worth 10, so it's like, I might as well keep them, I guess. I mean, you know, if I need to make up inventory space, it's worth just as much to drop them, basically, as it is to sell them, so I'll just hang on to them. Okay, this is a slightly shitty thing. We have to go back the same way we came. Just gotta text something real quick. Oh boy. Alright, well, the intense music is over. Not that that means it's gonna get any less intense here. I'm just gonna move a little quicker. I mean, we've gone through so much of these guys. Just like popping out of every nook and cranny. They gotta stop at some point, right? Looks like this lit up a little bit. Somebody moving like a canister of helium or something? Actually, thinking about it, we dropped here, right? So how do I get back up? Can't crawl through there. Maybe I could jump on this thing. Looks like there's little lights on there. I'd almost take that as an indicator that I could get up on top of it, but doesn't look like it. Yeah, we dropped down here from up there, but I don't see any other means to get back up that way. Was there another route? Shit. From the power generator room, there wasn't really too much going on. We took the hidden route, which took us to the secret chamber, wherever they got, you know, their little cult ritual thing going on there, but I don't think I saw anything else. Not like an alternate exit room or anything like that. The problem, it's so goddamn dark in here too, it's hard to tell. You know, there might have been a door. If it wasn't lit up properly, I would never know. But usually, I mean, this game hasn't been too bad about showing you where the route needs to be. I mean, it's subtle sometimes, but, you know, there's usually a light or something showing you this is what you need to do, or what you need to access. Hold up, maybe I missed it. Oh shit, was it this? I didn't even see this door. God damn it! Going all the way back. Find the first breaker. Oh, we're on top of all this stuff. Traipsing around through the little meaty ravine. This looks appropriate.
One down.
Are you a blind one, or... I think he's blind. Turned right around just at the right moment. Oh, this breaker's on the ground. Oh, they just all keep going through that one vent, huh? I don't know how many there are total, but I keep leading them over there. They keep dying. Alright, I don't know exactly where this part is. Let me see. Oh, maybe I do. That's not too bad, but we do need to get back into that room and I think down the ladder again. I do need to go back this way. I was just a little bit too early on it. Now I'm wondering, hold up a sec, because I need to go through here and then loop back around. But it didn't seem like it kind of ended up in that area. No, yeah, it's right over there. Shit. I don't think I can access. There must be a ladder over there. God damn it. Yeah, I find it. I just keep coming back around here. Something about this area, I just want to revisit it again. There's got to be a ladder or something. I didn't venture off too far into that area just because the mutants kept coming through that vent. So probably end up finding it though. Oh yeah, there it is. It's right over there. Dumb. I should have looked just slightly so harder. You ain't touching that. That's mine. Switch number 2.
Okay, one to go.
Oh, wait a second. That opened up a door. Stumbling over each other. There is a lot of them. Three more at least. Alright. Hopefully that is all of them. We shall see. Take a quick peek around here, see if there's any drops or anything. Plenty of spike walls. If I felt like it, I could have used the grip on them, but... I don't know if that's gonna kick the hornet's nest again. Certainly, when I ended up fighting that one, something big was going on. Oh, I think I need to get on top of this thing. Okay. I saw this up here, but I wasn't sure if that was the exit or not. Alright, that should be the last one. So we're powering up the Technodrome.
Power's on. I should get back to that platform.
Yeah, about that. How are we gonna... door opened up. Okay, cool. Ooh, it is shaky.
Jacob? Are you there? The power just came on in the colony. I'm boosting the signal.
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you. I'm heading to the colony now. I'll contact you once I'm there.
Some of that didn't come through.
Quiet for now.
I'm heading to knee now. It's a cool visual with like the super dark lighting and then you know, the strobing soft red. I don't think I want to bother fighting these guys if I can sneak past them. Taking enough time already. Mining tunnel or something? I don't think that's where we need to go. I forget exactly, but I'm just gonna try and follow the... Okay. Yeah, I don't remember if we went through that little mining tunnel area. That almost looks like it might be new. This is where we need to go to get back, though. Don't touch me. Shit. Huh? Surprised it worked out like that.
Too close.
The UJC is...
Alright. What can I sell here? $3,000 credits. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and jump on this right now. I'll do the damage upgrade for the stun baton.
To complete.
Doesn't look like it's changed anything, but maybe it's an energy output deal. Hey, are these going to stay open now? Yes, they are. Looks like it's a bunch of, here, let me use one of these health injectors since I'm not super low, but I could probably use it. Anyway, it looks like it's a bunch of consumable stuff. None of it seems to be things we can sell, so I guess maybe I could leave it there depending on what happens with this.
Now departing freight staging.
Okay, here we go.
Next
Here we go.
Focus station.
No fair, you guys are like transforming right away. Tried to push one. Maybe I just need to upgrade my push ability, but... Tried to push one of these giant fan blades back here. It didn't seem to do much. Get lifted in the air and nothing. Oh, damn it. Right at the last second, too. I don't know if that would have been the last one, but I feel like it was the last one of that wave at the very least. It's kind of shitty because these guys are like transforming immediately.
Choose an item. Inspect print before use.
We're gonna have to use that, I guess.
Quality check. Verified.
Thanks. Just make sure we're all loaded up. There's an health injector. I'm gonna go get this chest since, well, I don't know if the chests are random actually. But this one had the health injector in it last time. Still does. I guess I will just open these chests so I can at least eliminate a step if I need to get back to one of these. You know, worst comes to worst, I guess with the grip I could probably push him off the side, huh? I'm trying to push him off into the big fan, but... I was hoping that, you know, they'd catch some lift or something like that. Just want to see, every once in a while I can hit the tentacles and prevent them from transforming, but it does not happen often. Wrong weapon. Yeah, didn't you hear the computer?
Operators must wear protective gear at all times.
I think I'm good. I like to live on the edge. Ooh, something unique. Oh, this thing. It's got the two heads. Split, or did it just tear? Okay. It like tore off. No, 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 no. Shit. Oh, god damn it. I wonder where that's going to put me back at. Did we get a quick save on the actual loader or no? Oh, good, we do. Nice. I was like, this is a lot of build-up to get to this guy, so... Move faster with just one head. Two heads are better than none. That's what they tell me anyway. Thank God. What the hell's happening here? It's like I have to reopen all the chests, but then nothing pops out of them. I don't think I grabbed all the items from all of these. Something fishy going on. I didn't realize he dropped the health injector after using it like that. Wait, is there even a body there? What the hell? Oh yeah, there is. Arden Jeddah. We got a log from him before.
Jerica, are you there? You see the UJC response team, for the love of the gods, run the other way. I'm on the platform. Headed back to Arcus.
I wonder what sort of pantheon he worships. Colony.
I made it.
Great. Where are you?
Some kind of service tunnel.
I'm on the other side. Just keep going. You're almost to the colony.
Alright. Well, it was a hell of a ride getting through there. I haven't saved in a while either. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll do a new manual save. But we played for quite a while. I mean, I did get a late start, and we streamed well into the evening. It's almost 2 for me, which means it's almost 4 for some people, unfortunately. So apologies if, gone a little bit too late, but thank you for sticking around. I think we're going to call it here, though, because, boy, made a lot of progress, but we are on the start of a new chapter. So we'll return with this eventually. I do think I might want to start up a new game if I decide what I want to do. I've got a couple of different candidates, but probably start up something new tomorrow and come back to this in the new week next week. So should be interesting, but yeah, it's been pretty good so far. Lots of spooky occurrences, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. So we'll see what kind of progress we make next time. Like I said at the start of this stream, according to the chapters, we're about halfway through. But I think for that one chapter, we did that whole chapter, I believe, in 3 hours. So we might not be close to the end of the game. I have no clue what's going to happen here. So just play it by ear. But that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. I did a little reload on this thing. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's anybody streaming that I know of anyway. It's like all just bot channels that show stuff that I typically watch. Well, go check out something. I don't know, Bob Ross, Salty Bet, Only MXC. All those things are currently streaming right now, but I think we're just going to call it quits here. But thank you guys. Thank you for coming in on the raids and sticking around with that. And hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Be back tomorrow with possibly something new. So until then, see ya. Have a good night.